welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, Kulusevski, Peter, is another Swede of Balkan heritage, and that automatically raises excitement levels. No surprise that he stated who his hero is. I think we're all well aware of that. And I think the playing styles are very different, though, and that comes as no surprise. This guy has got a lot of potential.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Forsberg. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good take in a good area. Shot a goal! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Sweden leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score, he's in one-on-one. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a tidy finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling.
Decent chance! Oh, this time surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Kulusevski. Lovely. And the finish! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Goodmanson just loves to go forward whenever he can. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Kubo. Good ball, good take. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. This looks Isaac! Goal, Sweden! And they get themselves in front! There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Sweden have their lead. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. A real chance! And it's come back out to him. And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Sweden now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Kajuste. Sweden have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Lindelof spots it and intercepts. Oh, important interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kulusevski. Oh, that's a fine interception. Mitoma. Tries to play it through. Oh, what a mistake! And it's Endo. The ball has bounced loose now. Forsberg. Kubo. And the pass is intercepted. Mitoma. Aimed beyond the defence. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Ito gets across to intercept that.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kulusevski looking understandably energised after his goal. And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Sweden claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. The second half is up and running. Well read, nice interception. Quality ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's a key interception. Can he get it through? He's in a great position here. Now that is a hefty challenge. Forsberg showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Minamino. Not the most accurate pass. Great vision. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Mitoma. Ito. Itakura. And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's the chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Substitution for Sweden.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Number 21, Kulusevski. Coming on the field, number 18, number
Tries to get it clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Sweden have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. And he welcomes... He's having a shot! And he's there to get it away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Elanga. And a header! He will be livid with himself.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Isak looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Elanga. Sweden are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Bergvall. Spread out to the left. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Sweden clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So we're ready to go. And he's kept it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's having a hit! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish right from the top draw! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you.
Chance! And he's stuck it away! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution for Sweden. Number 20. Coming on the field
Kraft.
is number 22.
Oh, well played.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes.
Good read,
added
needed
time.
to be. Now it's Isak. Oh, he's seen that early. Can he finish? And that has fair fizzed.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So, that was the second half.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members. substitution for Sweden. Number 9.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come.
Number 17.
Sweden pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? And once more, he proves rigid and robust. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he's been shifted off it. Bergveld.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nagatomo deals with that comfortably. And he's picked out the run. That is good alertness. Kamada.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Doan, and it's skewed away. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence.
Substitution.
So here comes a substitution.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he whips in across. And the counter is on. And he was quick to react. That has not gone well.
1 minute added time.
Kamada is onto it in a flash. Bergveld. So that was it, the first period of extra time.
Blue car parked outside
Well,
the
nobody
stadium
wants to
gate.
settle for this, of course, but everyone is running nigh on empty. Is there going to be a moment to win it? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Kraft. And that interception was most necessary. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played out to the left flank. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's good vision. He's shifting through the gears here. An uncompromising challenge.
think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's on it, can he get away? That's been cut out, well played. Now, can they get him away? Loose, in he goes again! Oh, it's come off the upright. That's a fair try, but just off target.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Knocks it into space. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Great ball, and he's in here. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. 90 minutes and then another 30, and Jim, here we are.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. And no mistake.
That's the example they will want to follow. Never looked in doubt, really.
He had to, and he did. So on to the second man. Oh, great save! That is a great save! And in with absolute accuracy.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Sweden are looking to keep pace here.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
We're on to number 3 here. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Sweden feeling the pressure. Big character, big moment, big save. So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. Oh, he saved it! Well, talk about coming up with the goods.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Oh, it's been saved! And that's it! So it all ends in... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Minamino. Oh, well played. Now it's Isak. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Sweden clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Nagatomo makes the interception. And it's Kulusevski. Well seen, saw that coming. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well Peter, it's hard to overlook the engine of this team, this guy Wataruendo. He's an effective shield, we know that, in front of the defence. That's his job. Always keeping a solid structure to things. But he becomes the constant, the power when other...
He's gone for it! Well, now it's a... And again! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness. Well, oh, he's been caught napping! Kubo.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
More and more pressure on the ball here. It's a good run down the right. Looking for the run. Lovely feet.
Japan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Kraft did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he was quick to react. Can he get it through? And the finish! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Japan restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Well-timed, excellent interception. And it's made its way to him. Isak unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played, well sorted out. This looks promising. He's in a great position here. Diving header! Goal, Sweden! And again they hit the front. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Such a good gamble to take, and one that paid off very handsomely. Good job he trusted his instincts.
Mitoma! Coming out to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. In with the challenge. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely shaped ball. That's good vision. That's the keeper's ball. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Minamino. Now that's well seen too. And he cuts out the supply, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Back towards the middle. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's cut it out. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Sweden are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's a promising position. Japan with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. That is a brilliant interception. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a cute ball. And he's taking no chances there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic. Can he finish? And he hits the net. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Nagatomo has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No, that's been intercepted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Isak. He shapes to shoot! Goal! Sweden! Into the lead once more.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Passing is crisp and sharp. Isak being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
substitutions taking place.
Japan choosing to make the first change. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Sweden clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And no, that was never going to make it. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Not the most accurate pass. That's an imaginative pass. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ito on a strong run here.
Substitution for Sweden, number 19.
And that's definitely not his best.
Number
Great
22.
vision. That's a nicely shaped... Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Good ball, good take. Japan have a free kick.
Substitution for Sweden, number 24.
Kulusevski did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Number 16. Substitution for Sweden, number
So a bit of a
21.
revolving door here.
Kulusevski.
Lots and lots of changes.
Coming on the field
He got amongst
is
the goals here, and
number
now
11.
he takes his leave.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
The less said about that pass, the better.
Japan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that has been knocked clear. Lindelof with the clearance, and they can counter here. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's played forward. And that has not gone well. Chance for Ito! Now this could be a chance. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Japan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
I think we're just about done here. Bergvall. Oh, delightful ball. That is good alertness. Goodmanson.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Now, can they get him away? Great chance! And no mistake. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
He's in, must be. Goes for a shot. Kamada. He shifted it to the flank. 5 minutes to add.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And that will be it. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He is through here. That is good alertness. Nicely aimed pass. And here's the chance to counter. No outsmarting him this time. Goodmanson. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. In towards the back stick. Surely now! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the defender, Hiroki Ito, looks every inch a modern centre-back, Peter, and his track record in Europe is very impressive to boot. From what I've seen, he is very disciplined, clever, and most importantly, he's actually quite adaptable too.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender. Oh, he's been caught napping! Nagatomo attempts a clearance.
Kulusevski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
What a throw in. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Passing is crisp and sharp. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Minamino. Goodmanson gets over and intercepts. Bergvall. Isak. Still goalless at the moment. And that was asking for too much. Bergvall. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, that's clever. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Isak. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Minamino. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Thinks about... Real chance! Goal! Japan! And we have liftoff! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's been played through. Oh, look at the space here. Minamino! Now, who's going to... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Produces a cross. Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Tries to pass it through. That's good play. Lindelof defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No, that's been intercepted. Nagatomo. That's a cute ball. Can he latch on to this? Pressure stays on, it is a corner. we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Sweden are looking to go forward now. Chips it through. No, again there's no way through. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Minamino. Now it's Kulusevski. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And it's made its way to him. Kulusevski. Well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Kulusevski. Decent chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Sweden finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And he shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he was quick to react. Kubo is onto this. Bergvall. Kajuste. Minamino has created one goal already. Well, that has not gone well. Bergvall. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's a key interception.
Japan definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Corner number 2 then. Minamino! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. He's having a hit! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Substitution for Japan. Number 20,
So we have movement on both
Kubo.
benches.
Number 7, Mitoma. Number 8,
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Goodmanson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Isaac is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Sweden perhaps contemplating their next change here. Tanaka. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Goodmanson. Nagatomo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Not the most accurate pass. Kajuste. And it's Kamada. That's destined for the flank. Searching pass he's played there. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lindelof can clear it away. Isaac. Can he get it through? Doan. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, that's well spotted. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. That's the keeper's ball. Lindelof spots it and intercepts. This is a promising build-up. Kamada. And they've got a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. The message is clear. None shall pass. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, just skips past his man. Elanga finding himself in space. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Tries to get it clear. Sweden have their second corner now. That's put pay to the danger. And that is out of play.
Substitutions taking place.
Out again for a throw-in. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Can he finish? And no mistake. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Sweden give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Played out to the left flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Has been indicated.
Kajuste. Doan. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. He's picked his way through. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Knocks it into space. Pass somewhat off target. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal.
Just a quick
Thoughts on what we've just
announcement.
seen?
We'd like to
Well,
inform
Peter,
you that
this was
CCTV
probably
is
more
now
slug.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello, everybody,
Gorgeous,
and welcome
gorgeous
to
evening.
today's
The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the
Against
atmosphere
Japan.
frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling.
Gyökeres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Gyökeres. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I've been hugely impressed with Kaoru Mitoma, Peter. He has worked extremely hard on all aspects of his game, and you're not going to find too many weaknesses about at the moment. He thrives on that left side, and he can either go inside on that right foot or stay on the left side, so he presents an immediate...
Impressive jump! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ito has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Goes looking wide. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That is ended up in no man's land. Goodmanson. First quarter of an hour gone. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That is good alertness. Gyökeres. Into the channel. He's in plenty of space here. And that's the keeper's ball. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Sweden are down to 10 men. It's just beyond his reach. Toma, played out wide. That's tidy. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that could set him on his way. Minamino gets over and intercepts. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Passing nice and neat. Isak, can he finish? And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And now he has 2. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And it's Kubo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Sweden heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out towards the flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, no joy this time. Nagatomo. Now he's off and running. Kubo. Now this could be a chance.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's good play. Backward it goes. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Sweden have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, it might just hold out.
Sweden looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be
So we're
removed.
underway
Thank
for the
you very
second
much
half.
for your cooperation.
That's very neat. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. He's shifting through the gears here. That is lovely.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And it's Kubo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Minamino. A probing pass. Oh, good take in a good area. Ah, such a clever touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's a promising position. Swings in across. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He has a look up. Nice control. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He is just caressing the ball. And it's made its way to him. He's in a great position here. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to get it away. And that's a throw-in. Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Goodmanson. Looking here to chip it through. Ito deals with that comfortably. Passes short and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Well, that has not gone well. Tries to pass it through, and he's worked it through. Oh, this is a great chance! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Number 19. Coming on to replace him is number 10, Forsberg.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Sweden have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Now it's Isak. He's found a way through. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Substitution for Sweden, number 20.
Ito
Coming on
has
the
been
field
sent off,
is
just to confirm that, of
number
course, that was
24.
his second yellow card. So he's plotting something before playing it in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Lovely feet. Plays it in low. That'll be a corner. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lovely bit of skill. Kamada. No, that's been intercepted. Now that is tidy, really tidy. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Isak. Oh, perfectly measured that. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Looking tidy in possession here. It'll be a throw-in. So much time and space here. And the shot!
There will be 3
Knocks it
minutes
into
added
space.
time.
Spread neatly.
That was lovely, that.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, super ball. Oh, nice touch. Plenty to aim at here. And he shoots! It is close, but that is the last of it. Sweden pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Stood up well to him there. Nice sequence of passes this. And he's quick to get rid. It's a good spell of possession, this. That's destined for the flank. About a chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Isak. Is there any support? He takes a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. A corner it is then. Sweden with the corner, they're first. Impressive jump! That's a decent clearance. Sweden very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. It's a searching pass. That is good alertness. Isak going after that. Sweden leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Played out towards the right wing. So what can they make of this? Mitoma. Crunching tackle. And he's managed to gift it back. Isak. And he's managed to get free. Gyökeres! Oh, it's come loose.
Japan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Minamino. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He's under a lot of pressure there. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Looking for a runner. Oh, delightful ball. And he was alert to it. And he's gone looking for safety. Minamino. And he's been shifted off it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's played into the towering header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kajuste does really well to win the ball there. Kubo receives it in a good position here.
Sweden can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And it's lofted through here. Kajuste tries to pass it through. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
That pass has been well intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's been intercepted. Kajuste. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Sweden really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Quick announcement now. We would like to ask
Sweden
you all
can
to
be
stay
fairly
seated
satisfied
during
then.
the match.
It's so
Thank
far
you for
so
your
good for them,
cooperation.
and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're off again.
Sweden definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Kajuste. Now, can they get him away? Jokerej is onto it in a flash. Kajuste. Threads one in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is one way to stop him. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. It's bounced back off the post. That pass isn't the best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Minamino played into space. Nicely worked. Chance, surely! That's got him rattled.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
He's having a pop! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Endo. Now it's Kubo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Some really good ball movement.
Japan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, some tackle that. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Pretty robust defending.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Substitutions taking place.
That has ended up in no man's land. Sweden will have one further opportunity to make a substitution. Oh. He's had a shot! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Look, you've got to have the perfect feel in your boots to pull those off.
He's on it, can he get away? The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. The message is clear, none shall pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, super find. He's shifted, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Pass somewhat off target.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a pretty loose pass. Maida is onto this. Sweden needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's a cute ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Forsberg. Forsberg. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sweden still ahead by the game's only goal. Kamada. Nice looking ball. That is a great pick out. Shot could be on. Japan could have here their final chance.
Substitution.
All hands on deck for this one. Oh, great leap! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
He's fizzed it forward. That's really well cleared. And he's quick to snatch it back. Sweden close now to seeing this one through to the end. That's good vision.
There will be 3 minutes.
Deftly away. And the number on the board is 3. Oh, good spread. And the return pass. Bergvall. Forsberg. Now he's got space here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? And got to be quick to recover this. Forsberg. An instinctive delivery. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Isaac claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your reflections then, Jim?
Sweden pretty much coasted this, Peter. Should they have done more to kill it off? Absolutely. But at the same time, you can't say they were overly exerted either. So it's a good result and a clean sheet. A bonus.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Messi. Seedorf kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing nice and neat. Messi, Lopez. Can he finish?
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Not the most accurate pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Doué. Now it's Doué. Cross into the box. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Hearts leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Messi. Seedorf. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rummenigge. Hazard. Very nicely done. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Fermin. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good spread. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! Hazard. And here's Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Lopez. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There's a quick free kick. And here's Messi. He's found a way through. It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Varane clears it away. Oh, and a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. And it's Messi. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Pedri! Oh, they could be caught out here. Messi. That's an excellent interception. Messi. Looking to play him in. Seedorf. Rummenigge is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And that has left him in a heap. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rijkaard pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. The pass has gone astray. Doué. Stood up well to him there. Hazard. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Hearts can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Messi. Doué.
That's going in strongly.
Doué is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken.
He just can't argue with that. He could have been booked for an earlier incident too.
Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. Now it's Doué. Rummenigge was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Rummenigge. He's come in hard. Goes down, but nothing given. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. No way through there. Ibrahimovic. Doué getting forward.
There will be 1 minute at a
Nesta
time.
calmly anticipates. Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And here's Messi. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Hearts definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Hearts can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Hearts currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Adams did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the... It's Bale! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's good play. Hearts are looking to go forward now. Now it's Doué. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Rafael Varane has been sent off for that. Oh, that's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It's all becoming so easy. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Hearts find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he is dashing away. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And it's Hazard, and that has put paid to that. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Just the keeper in his way. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. So seemingly that was deemed... Messi! And Czech pulls off a sensational save. Corner number 2 then. Robertson. And the shot! Oh, that's a waste. Looking for the run. Hazard. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Hazard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Messi ready to try one. Messi! And Czech pulls off a sensational save. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's kept it out just.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Corner number 3 coming up. Keeper's dealt with that. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tries a measured ball. Great chance! Pass somewhat off target. And this is Ibrahimovic. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He's had it taken off him, and he's intervened well there. Dani Olmo. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's picked his way through. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, important interception. Now it's Bale. Ambitious ball here. That's beautifully weighted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Out for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 16, Fermin.
And it's Ronaldinho.
Number 8, Pedri.
Desai simply refused to be outdone there. Messi gets on his bike and on the move.
5, Conte.
And this is Messi. And this is Messi. Goes for a shot! Oh, didn't catch it right. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's good vision.
6 added minutes.
Ibrahimovic going after that. Oh, perfectly measured that. Look at the space here. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are playing them off the park. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. But that has not gone well. And there goes the final whistle. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.
Please join me in wishing
Messi
all the best
picking
to
up the
members
Man of the
our
Match
fan
award,
club
and
celebrating
no
their
surprise
wedding
there.
anniversary today.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and
The
welcome to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bale. Space for him to turn and look. Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. Bale plays it short. And here's Bale. Opts to play it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. He can run onto that, and he's got away from it. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Bale. Messi. Tries to play it through. Hazard wants to run onto this. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Doué. And that has been cleared.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Varane gets it away. This looks promising. And now they can spring out of defence. Yaya Toure. And this is Bale. Now it's Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Hearts, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Bale, looking to play him in. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Well, this looks... Bale! Decent hit from there.
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
And he plays one through. Messi going after that. Zanetti. It's just beyond his reach.
Borussia Dortmund really look like a team that's set up to...
Decent chance! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Hearts have penetrated for the first time.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Shoots! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Bale goes short. Ah, such a clever touch. Ball is over the line. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. And he's quick to get rid. Hearts have the chance to go the other way. He is through here. He's in a great position here. Now it's Bale. So what can they make of this? Yaya Toure. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's Ibrahimovic! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Aims beyond the defence. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's a nicely weighted pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, that is asking for trouble. No, that's been intercepted. And we've reached half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Hearts sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So let's get the ball rolling. And no, that was never going to make it. Hazard makes a dash for it.
Oh, sweet feet.
And he can thump it away. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Messi. He's gone for goal! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Zanetti. Mateus. He has found the way through. Chance! Hazard.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a cute ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tries to get it clear.
Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half.
Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just about up to the hour now. And here's Mbappe. Some resolute defending there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Substitution on the field. Number 24.
Neymar. Hearts are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Number 11.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Number 5. Conte.
Rijkaard.
Substitution in progress.
Ibrahimovic being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And here's Del Piero. Bergomi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
And now the breakaway. Robertson looking to pass their way up the pitch. Not where it came from. Pele. Neymar. And that has left him in a heap. And smartly reclaimed. Pele. And here's Yaya Toure. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's very neat. Engages and forces him off the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Hearts have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Nicked it back promptly. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Just 5 minutes left. Ibrahimovic. And here's Del Piero. Threads one in. Can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And it's Nedved. Oh, that's neat. Nedved.
There will be
So just one extra
time.
minute for stoppages. Now this could be a chance. He's picked his way through. Desai. Yaya Toure. That's that, the end. Hearts are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner.
And now,
Ibrahimovic voted man of the match and deservedly. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and welcome
The
to
conditions
today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. the tone for this game is well and truly set. It's Bale!
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. No way through, so back it comes. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's running away. Now he's off and running. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Passes short and sharp. Oh, that is chance, surely! There it is! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Messi, and this is Ibrahimovic. Bergami goes sliding in. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Now he's got space here, and he cuts out the supply. Azar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Adams, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rafael Varane. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bale receives it in a wide position. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Strokes it back. Now it's Bale. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi. Mateus. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
And again, they're pressing effectively. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Azar. Now it's Bale. Fermin. Now it's Messi. Mateus. Chips it through. Lopez. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Seedorf. Messi. This is a promising build-up. He is just caressing the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rijkaard. Mateus. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well read, nice interception. Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That's good vision. He's in a great position here. Messi. Azar. Messi. Tries to dink it through. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger... And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Hearts really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Hearts can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. Messi. Rummenigge. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, no joy this time. And it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Messi's cross. Terrific effort. And it's been hooked away. Nice interception, well timed. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Hearts are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intent.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
After 67 minutes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Substitution on the field.
Still
Number
behind by
16.
2. Is there a way back into this?
Coming on the field.
And Messi!
is Number 19.
And he's really put himself on the line here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Substitution.
Varane attempts a clearance. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Oh, strongly challenged there. Passing nice and neat. It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's got away with one there. Hearts have their second corner now. Varane clears it away. Shot could be on. Takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way. Now it's Neymar. Mateus. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Dani Olmo! And that would have been game, set and match.
Dani Olmo clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
And he's quick to return it. Well read. And the danger is averted. Dani Olmo. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
And he shoots! It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Hearts benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Bergomi. That's been cut out, well played. Pele. Pedri. Now it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! Goal! They are playing them off the park. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
There will be 5
And now
minutes
he
added
has
time.
2. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Dani Olmo. Pele, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And it's Bergomi.
Conte.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. He's picked his way through, and that's been drilled in. Adams clears without hesitation. Look at the space here. Dani Olmo. And that's that. Hearts looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Messi, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Anyone appearing intoxicated
So
or
what do you
behaving
take
in
away
an
from it all, Jim?
inappropriate manner will be
Hearts
removed. Thank you
definitely
very much for
impressing
your
me here,
cooperation.
especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.